Hey guys, welcome to Red50. Thank you for tuning into another video. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for future videos. So in this video, I want to discuss the Mustang Mach E, the controversial Mustang as it's been known among car enthusiasts. Is it even a Mustang to begin with? According to Forbes, it is a Mustang. So whether we like it or not, it's officially a Mustang for all intents and purposes. For those of you who are not familiar with this Mustang Mach E, well, allow me to introduce it to you. It's an electric SUV by Ford branded as a Mustang. So essentially, it's an electric SUV Mustang. It just feels weird saying Mustang SUV. Mustang has been known for affordable performance, the whole rear-wheel drive, V8, and coupe. That has been the Mustang formula for over 50 years, and it's been quite successful at it. With the exception of Mustang 2, but we don't really talk about that Mustang for the better. So, why change the formula when it has been so successful? Well, in this video, we will look into exactly that, why Ford decided to make an electric SUV called Mustang, and why it could backfire for Ford, putting Mustang as a brand in jeopardy. Alright, so let's take a first look at the Mustang Mach E and how much it really costs. Mustang Mach E costs $43,000 at the starting price with a 230 mile range and decently fast 0 to 60 time that comes in at only 5.2 seconds. It's rated at 266 horsepower and makes boatload of torque at 428 foot-pound of torque. Instant power delivery of an electric-equipped car is the reason why it's able to complete the 0 to 60 so quickly, even though it has somewhat of a low horsepower rating. I will have a separate video on covering Mach E features and how each trim differs in terms of features and power, as I will be visiting my local Ford dealership. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on that video. So while all that is cool and all, why did Ford decide to call their electric SUV a Mustang Mach E? Why not Escape or Explorer, or even revive the names such as Falcon or, more fitting, Thunderbird? Well, Ford is directly trying to compete with Tesla, specifically Tesla Model Y, which is a Tesla's entry-level SUV starting at $50,000, so slightly more expensive than starting price of the Mustang Mach E. So Tesla, as you guys know, is relatively new to automotive world, less than 10 years of production, but had first movers advantage as they were the first in the market. So what that has done for Tesla is it established a reputation for itself, and that's almost gotten a cult following. Tesla has become the status symbol for many people out there. It is instantly recognizable for most people who don't even care about cars. Just like back in the days, if you wanted a hybrid, Prius was a go-to car anyone spoke of, even if they didn't know about anything with the car. So Tesla is a Prius of electric cars, so to speak. Despite their issues into production and quality control, people are just dying to get into a Tesla if they want an electric car. So as you can see, it's no secret that Tesla somewhat rules the electric world as other manufacturers start to play catch up. So what does that mean for Ford? Well, you have to put your strongest nameplate out there to compete in the electric world. You can't simply put a Ford Escape EV or Ford Explorer EV out there and expect to take market share from Tesla, unfortunately. Because then it becomes Ford versus Tesla, and as you can kind of see the problem there. Ford makes great cars, but you won't see anyone come in and brag about buying a Ford, as their image is utility and family vehicles. However, if you bought a Tesla, people are generally going to look at you differently, as Tesla is more of a status symbol. Now, I'm not saying other people's opinions should matter, but subconsciously a lot of people think about it. It's the reason why Kia Stinger won't sell as well as the BMW M340, or Infiniti Q50 won't sell as well as the base C-Class or BMW 3 Series, despite both being better in terms of bang for buck than their German counterparts. Now, we all know that aside from F-150, Mustang is the most recognizable brand for Ford. Mustang is instantly recognized from its look and has a history in American culture. It's even widely recognized even outside of US. So Ford decided to be smart and put the Mustang name to debut its EV lineup. Now it becomes the Mustang versus Tesla. Both are very well recognized nameplates, which helps Ford stay relevant in the EV game and compete directly with Tesla. This will also help in the future if Mustang Mach E becomes successful. Then this will bring potential customers into Ford dealerships, and by then if there's a Ford Escape EV or something out there, potential customers are likely to consider those as well, as Ford would establish their reputation in the EV game. So overall, it seems like a solid strategy to stay relevant in the game and compete directly against Tesla. Now all of that is a good thing, so why are people split on this decision that Ford has taken the Mustang's name and applies to its SUV? Because if anything, more success means Mustang coupes into the future, unlike Camaro. So you'll expect to see the Mustang going to 2030, 2040s. As we all know, Camaros are going away for the 7th generation. Well, we won't be seeing a 7th generation for the Camaro. Well, as we said earlier in the video, this is pretty much as 180 as you can get from the Mustang formula, which is the rear-wheel drive, coupe, and V8, basically affordable performance car. Now, I'm no purist in the sense of sticking to the original formula. Times change and you need to adapt to be relevant in the game. I won't be surprised if for S650 Mustang generation we see more of, some type of electric power assist or even all-wheel drive. So I'm definitely open to evolving the design as needed to adapt to the market. However, Mach E is a separate vehicle from the Mustang Coupe, not an evolution of the platform, but entirely new car to be sold alongside of the Mustang Coupe, or fastback, whatever you want to call. That could backfire for Ford as it could end up diluting the Mustang brand altogether. This is starting to become more common with the real AMGs that would have the 63 designation. But now Mercedes is diluting that brand by offering AMG 43, AMG 53s. For example, for the C class, you could get the C63, which wore the AMG badge with its pride and was a sense of pride that you got from buying that vehicle, and people knew you meant business. You got C450 if you wanted a decent performance but not shell out top money for the C63 AMG. Now that same car is a C43 AMG instead of a C450, which is starting to dilute AMG brands similar to what BMW is doing with BMW M3 versus M340. Similarly, Mustang brand has its own legacy associated with stylish looks and amazing performance for its price. Now, Mustang has become an SUV. What's next? Are we going to have a Mustang sedan and hatchbacks going around? As you can see, it could backfire by losing the significance of the nameplate for the Mustang. Ford could hurt themselves by diluting the Mustang brand, or it could pay up big and Mustang becomes an iconic symbol whether you want a coupe or an electric SUV. Well guys, overall I think it's a bold yet smart move to launch Mustang in its own brand with the Mustang Mach E. It could pay off for Ford and put them into the EV game, competing directly against big competitors like the Tesla. But only time will tell what Ford ends up doing with this whole strategy, if it's going to end up reaping the benefits from the strategy. I personally hope it pays off in the long run, as it means continuation of the Mustang brand, even as regulations get strict over gas engines, and we may not see a V8 Mustang into 2030, 2040s. Well guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on Mach E in the comments below. As always, make sure to like and subscribe to Red 50 for more videos.